Well, hello everyone. This is Dr. Doug Miller from Dr. Doug Miller and Associates and AligningWellness.com. We're here with our patient Daryl today. Good morning, Daryl. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine. Feeling much better.
Could you share with our patients and our audience how you became a patient here in the office?
It's quite an interesting story because I've actually only been coming here 10 weeks. The change has been dramatic. I can turn my head now, which I had a stiff neck before. I couldn't turn like that. And I came on the recommendation of an orthopedic surgeon. Now, when have you ever heard of a surgeon recommending a chiropractor?
So an orthopedic surgeon suggested and referred you to receive chiropractic care. You're right. Well, that's not as uncommon as it used to be, but it still can be alarming for some patients to hear that as well. What was the orthopedic surgeon considering? What were your options from the orthopedic surgeon before you came here?
It was surgery. And what had happened is I had lower back pain. It started to go down my left leg. He took an x-ray and an MRI, found compression between L5 and L6, and then a cyst where the S1, the sciatic nerve, passes down through your left hip, down your buttocks, your leg, the whole story. And so anyhow, he was going to do surgery.
And how was that affecting you? How was that back injury affecting you and your mobility and your quality of life?
Oh my God, the pain was so intense and so incredible, so constant and so demanding that he had given me all kinds of drugs. And this is, well, I sort of take issue with the medical people because the first line of defense is you need massive drug treatment, and that's what I had. And I had hallucinogens. I mean, they were really powerful.
Okay.
And I told him I can't keep up with this, and so finally he changed and put me on some other drugs. But I was taking like 1,800 milligrams of ibuprofen with codeine 4 times a day. And after a couple weeks of that, okay, I went in for my pre-surgery run-through. And
so you were actually scheduled for surgery.
I was scheduled for surgery, and the doctor called me in for like a day before, 2 days before actually, and he was going to review with me the process, the procedures, and what he was going to do, just so I knew up front what was happening. And he said, well, first thing he said was, how's the pain? And I said, well, it's gone now. So he said, okay, no pain, no surgery. But he said, I recommend you have some additional therapy. And I said, yeah, and what's that include? He said, well, you should see a chiropractor. And I said,
so that's when he referred you here. Okay. And over 10 weeks, how has your mobility and your quality of life improved?
It's a sense of wellness. I mean, you can't quantify it. You can't put a number to it. But you see all these charts around here and all like that talk about chiropractic care will give you a sense of wellness. Well, I know exactly what they mean. I feel it. I feel much better. And the major improvement has been what I just said earlier.
So mobility has been dramatically improved, right? But beyond the sense of mobility, you're describing this sense of wellness. Could you kind of elaborate on that and what that means to you?
It means you just feel totally different. It's a sensation, and that's why I said I can't even quantify.
It's hard to describe and quantify.
It's hard to describe. Okay. You can't put a number to it. You can't say exactly what it is. It's a sensation in the mind.
When you came to the office, were you apprehensive about the treatments at first?
Oh, sure. Because I mean, part of the thing he said, well, you know, you'll need some physical therapy. I said, well, wait a minute. I had just been through I went to another doctor before I went to the surgeon, and he recommended Advil and physical therapy. Well, I went to a physical therapist with his prescription, and they had me doing these crazy exercises like I'm going to have lower back pain, a lower back problem, compression, and they have me pull my left knee
and that made you a little worse.
Right shoulder,
right.
And then pull my right knee up, touch my left shoulder, then lay on your back and pull both knees up to try to touch your chest. And after 2 weeks of that, I was almost crippled. And I went back and I said, hey, you know, I quit. You know, I'm going to be the first patient you ever had that flunked out of physical therapy, but I can't hack this anymore.
And that's when you came here.
It was a day later. I went to the emergency room.
Okay.
And they drugged me up, and then I went to the surgeon after that, and he was going to do surgery, And now here I am. I mean, no prospects of drugs, no prospects of surgery, and I feel fabulous. So that's all I can say. I mean, you need a pat on the back.
Would you recommend chiropractic care to someone that you know?
Oh, sure.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt. Wow.
I mean, you know, there was a time in the past when I would have said, chiropractic care? No way.
Well, thank you, Daryl, for sharing your experiences. I'm sure your comments will possibly help direct someone else into the chiropractic office. We wish you the best of luck in the future, and thank you for sharing your comments with us.
I recommend it, and you're worth your weight in gold, Doug.
Thank you very much.